You guys, I am so psyched right now. I did not think I was gonna be able to get this much done in the basement as I was able to get done. It looks a million times better. Good morning, guys. So first of all, I am all snuggled up in this like blanket, cape, deconstructed snuggie type thing. Miles calls it my Lady Jedi robes because that's kind of what it looks like. Because it is super chilly and like fall-y outside, and yeah, it's chilly. I'm snuggly. But yeah, I am like super feeling the 2-week wait anxiety today. I am like so sick of waiting. I just want to test already, and this just like sucks. Also, we realized today, so we were planning, we have like our blood test scheduled with the doctor 2 Saturdays from now, because I think we could have gotten it done on that Friday, 2 weeks from our IUI, but we wanted to do it Saturday because we wanted to make sure that Miles was here when we got the phone call saying what the results are. So that's why we scheduled it for that Saturday. But we were planning on doing like a home test on Friday so that we could still like find out. And we also, I don't know, Miles said he doesn't really care, but I really want to do a home test before the blood test just because, I don't know, I just feel like doing a home test is such like a, I don't know, cliche, like that's just what you do when you're like trying to get pregnant. You take a pregnancy test. So I don't know, I still wanted to do that and have that be like the first way we find out if we're pregnant or not. But it just clicked today that you're supposed to like use first morning urine when you do a pregnancy test. And so Miles is gonna be at work first thing in the morning when I wake up on Friday. So we probably won't be able to do that on that Friday. So we have to figure out like what we want to do about that. We might just like, I don't know what we're gonna do. We were like playing with the idea of testing on this Sunday because, so like obviously First Response has those like 5 days before your missed period tests, which would be, so I assume that would be cycle day 9 because, or not cycle day 9, but 9 DPO, because you're supposed to like, you know, get your period or not 14 days past ovulation. So, you know, 14 minus 5 is 9. Am I doing that correctly? Does that make sense to you guys? So we were thinking that we could do the 5 days earlier First Response pregnancy test on DPO 9, which would be this Sunday. So, yeah, but I still don't know. That's really early, and I don't want to test too early because I don't want to like be disappointed if, you know, it shows up negative, and I just feel like it would really mess with my emotions, and like I just want, you know, if possible, to wait until we can get a concrete yes or no. But I also like don't want to wait. I'm so anxious and I want to just like test right now. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Like, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments what you think I should do and when you think we should test. Yeah, so those are just a few things that have been running through my head. I have also experienced a couple more pregnancy symptoms. Nothing too like crazy, but just kind of like, oh, that could mean something's happening. But I don't think I'm gonna like talk about what my symptoms are until like I know for sure if I was or wasn't pregnant. And if I am pregnant, I'm gonna be doing like you know, a pregnancy update for like the 2 weeks that were the 2-week wait. And so I'll talk about all the symptoms and stuff I had there. I've been taking pretty like specific notes in like my notes app of my phone on like, you know, 1 DPO I experienced this, 2 DPO I experienced this, so that I'll really be able to like go back and share with you guys what my symptoms were and what, you know, what was making me think that I am pregnant. So I don't know, like at this point, like the symptoms are really making me think that I am pregnant, but I'm also again really trying to keep a level head and not get too attached to the idea that like I am pregnant before I actually know, because obviously I don't want to get let down if I'm not. And I know this is just our first time, and so it isn't, you know, a guarantee. And yeah, so I don't know, but there's kind of a little 2-week wait pregnancy possibility update for you guys. And yeah, today's another day that I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't have anything really planned or scheduled for today. I might try and wash our dining room tablecloth because that thing has gotten so gross. I've just been like putting it off for so long because it has so many stains that like I need to treat and like pay attention to. So, but yeah, I think I've put it off long enough and it really needs to get done. And I especially have no excuse because I have nothing else that's like taking precedent over getting done today. So I think I'm gonna try and tackle that. But other than that, today's wide open. All right, so I think I'm going to kick things off for today with a bit of vacuuming. finished vacuuming, I am going to start tackling the basement because the basement is definitely another kind of sore point in our house. It just has a bunch of clutter still kind of left over, some from the move, and it just has junk that needs to be dealt with. So I'm gonna try and see what I can get accomplished down here today. All right, so here's kind of how things look when you walk in. So we have our 2 couches over here that you guys obviously recognize, and the 2 tables are supposed to kind of like go in the middle of the rug, but honestly we move them every night while we watch TV to kind of hold our drinks and stuff. We also have that little side table over there that just has some junk on it. And then this is one of the corners that we just have a whole bunch of junk from the move piled up. So I want to try and kind of sort through that and see if I can figure out what to do with any of that stuff. And then same goes for this corner. This stuff is the stuff left over from Miles's parents' like basement that they gave us the other like a couple months ago, and I finally sorted it through. So this is the stuff that we decided to keep. So now we have to figure out, well, I know he's actually selling the snowboard, so that kind of has to stay here until he can get that sold. We're just waiting for the winter season, but the rest of the stuff right there can be, you know, we can find a plan for that. Hopefully same goes for the stuff kind of over there. And then this is also kind of a mess. It's not the highest priority because the stuff is in the shelf, so although it doesn't look that nice, it's, you know, at least contained, so that's gonna kind of be, if I get everything else done, then I'll tackle that, but there's that. And then over here we have 2 large storage bins of stuffed animals from my parents' attic that was mine. Most of it, I believe, is Beanie Babies, and I will be keeping probably all of it to pass down to our kids. And then we have some books. A lot of those are Miles's like professional work books, and then the 2 on top were just books that we brought on vacation, so those can be put away. But yeah, that's kind of the situation that I am dealing with. Oh, also, I want to get this bed frame all cleaned up because, so this is the bed that like, I got it for my sweet 16 birthday. It was the bed that Miles and I had in our apartments for the first like, I don't know, 3-4 years of our relationship. And it's a nice bed. It's from Pottery Barn Teen, but it's just only a double, and so we switched to a queen as soon as we could, because if you want to test a relationship, sleep in a double bed for 3 years, let me tell you. But anyways, yeah, I want to kind of store it away in case one of our kids want to use it one day, or we want to use it for like a guest room or a playroom or something like that. So yeah, I want to kind of get all of it wiped down because it is a little grody because it was being stored in my parents' attic, so I want to kind of give it a fresh start before being stored in our attic. So yeah, that's kind of the thoughts I have on what I want to tackle, so let's see what I can get done. You guys, I am so psyched right now. I did not think I was going to be able to get this much done in the basement as I was able to get done. It looks a million times better. I'm so excited. I can't wait till Miles gets home and I can show him what I did today. All right, so when you first look into the room, it really doesn't look all that different. So we still have kind of this corner of just miscellaneous junk that we need to deal with over time and figure out like what we're doing, and it's just kind of temporary junk storage. So then over here though, this is what this looks like. I was able to move those 2 things full of stuffed animals, and yeah, I think this part of the room looks a whole lot better. And then swinging around to the other side, we got the TV stand, and we have pretty much an entire empty corner. So ignore this stuff is all trash, so I'm just waiting to throw that out. But yeah, look how much better that corner looks. I'm so excited. And so this corner, the only stuff that's really in here, that stuff Miles needs to take to work, and that space heater and like all of that stuff, not the PlayStation VR, that's ours, but everything else is stuff that we were borrowing and we need to give back. And then my yoga mat is just right there, and then Miles uses that chair to play video games. It was my old office chair, so that just sits there. But yeah, I think it looks a million times better. It's still obviously not super decorated and designed, but in my eyes, it is so much better than it was. I'm so happy with how it's looking, and it just feels like you can like breathe in this room again, because the clutter really was taking over this room and it was just feeling horrible. So now I have a whole bunch of stuff that I was just basically, rather than taking a whole bunch of trips up and down while I was cleaning, I just kind of piled some stuff up on the stairs. So I'm just gonna kind of trek that stuff upstairs and put it where it belongs, and then yeah, call this project completed. And Miles is home from work. What do you think of my basement?
It's lovely.
Yeah? You like it?
Awesome.
Right? You can like actually step into it without like just clutter everywhere.
Finally.
Yeah, I'm so excited. And now, this one's on me. This one's totally on me. We're going to get dinner at Chipotle. And normally, you guys know, I like Qdoba. However, Chipotle is running a, like, I don't know what to call it, but they're working with the Baltimore promotion. Yeah, they're running a promotion with the Baltimore City or County? I think County.
I don't know.
BCAS, Baltimore County Animal Shelter, and 50% of their proceeds from today goes to that animal shelter. And so I figured, what better reason to go get fast food, not fast food, but you know, takeout, than helping the animals. And I'm super tired from cleaning out that entire basement, so I could definitely smash a burrito. So we are actually really quickly going to hopefully get all the fall stuff out of the attic, and yeah, so that's all ready for me to decorate tomorrow, and then we're heading out and getting Chipotle. Also, I've been doing really good on my diet this whole week and like been eating super healthy, so I'm okay with letting it slide this once. Alright, so we successfully pulled down all of our previous fall and Halloween decorations, and I can't wait to get them all put out tomorrow. I'm so excited. And then we also were able to completely empty out this corner. As you guys know, if you watched the vlogs from like, I don't know, a week or two ago, this corner was full of stuff that was all packed up and ready to be put in the attic, and so now that corner is empty. And so yeah, this is kind of what the nursery's looking like now. Obviously still kind of storing some stuff, and we have some fall decorations going on over there that we bought this year that we'll also be adding into decorating for fall. But yeah, I'm gonna get into that tomorrow, but I'm just really happy that the nursery is kind of moving along and I can decorate for fall tomorrow. Chipotle was so good. Worth the cheap meal. Yeah. Also, Miles was telling me like that Chipotle doesn't put like any preservatives or extra like junk in their food, so that made me feel even better about like being okay with having a little bit of a cheap meal, because it's not like it's full of a bunch of crud. Yep. It's just like the straight food, so that made me feel good. And we've kind of been having an Instagram-y night. I was like, I don't know, I really want to start like upping my Instagram game, because I used to be really into it, and then
not Instagram.
like, especially when Label Me Merrit was more like planner focused, like I was posting like every single day, and I really liked making pretty pictures, and I just feel like I've lost my like vision and direction, and so I really want to kind of get back into Instagram and like making pretty pictures. And so I was like brainstorming a couple of ideas for things that I want to post on my Instagram.
Well, you know what we should do next?
What?
We should actually fill all the picture frames.
We should.
So you could take a picture of the living room and post it.
I already posted a picture of the living room, but yeah.
Without pictures in the picture frames, though.
Yeah.
Without it all done. You just posted it with the shelves up.
Yeah, I need to decide what pictures I want to put in all the pictures.
Merrit never likes my ideas, guys.
And then he gets really offended when I don't.
Yeah. Because then you always yell at me when you need help and I can't help. I can't brainstorm.
No, I do not. I don't like your help because you come up with your one idea, and when I don't think it's like perfect, you're like, well.
Because every idea I have is perfect.
Is Daddy a goof? Look at that little footsie. Look at that little footsie we got right here.
She's like, I do not have the tolerance for your poop right
guys,
now.
our living room, our basement.
I know, guys.
It's so
the whole
clean.
basement.
I'm so excited.
Did you just drop the camera?
Yes, I just dropped the camera. But it feels so good. Now we just have to focus on that one last little corner.
Yeah, man.
That one.
Above my head.
And it just has a bunch of like, it has like larger frames and stuff that we just need to like find a spot for. That big white one, that's the one that's gonna go in the bedroom over the hope chest once I get that DIY art project going.
That's the string thingy, right?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Or are you gonna frame that? That won't fit in that, I mean, that won't fit with like the plastic over it.
I know.
Okay.
It's a 3D thing. Okay. But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap things up and head on up to bed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.